Greetings. Gilly headed towards Forest Hill. They'll call them Gilly here. ZR vans. Wow. Still can't believe that this road here is fixed. Took them 2 weeks to get one small patch of road fixed. Oh well. We used to have some pavement to drive on. Look at that. It's like a different world there. Normally this field is covered in sugar cane. When the sugar cane is all cut, it looks so different. So different. It is. So much different than it normally does. I'll show you. This is not normally the way it is. The landscape has changed. Here, all along here is the same thing. Completely different. You see this landscape and compare it to that, you see the difference. This is normally how it looks. And that's how it is after it's been cut. The space looks so, it looks like the area just grew. Anyway, let's get on with our journey. If you've been keeping up with the little civil war that's going on, and then there's the background noise that people are not really seeing. It's like the cop arrests you. They think you did something. So they take you down to this police station and trying to interrogate you. One cop pretends to be the bad guy, and the other cop pretends to be the good guy. In reality, they're both bad. reality is that they're both no good, crooked to the core. But the criminal that's they both are dealing with, the criminal that both of them are dealing with knows the game, playing along. That's what you got in the situation with the world today. Got Trump that the EU is complaining about, and they're pretending to have a fight with one another, and they fight, so-called fight among friends, and the whole world is looking at this and saying, yeah. But that's not the reality. They're pooling resources though. And preparing for the last stand as when you look at it, you see it. Pretending to be the good guy. We want to deal and stop this war that we started. And the other guy say, no, we gotta fight until it ends. Chinese are saying, we understand what you're doing, but you keep on doing it. Those of you who are going to see this video, I hope you are looking at this and seeing the reality of, though it's getting us close to a situation where neither one can control it. Get into a situation where neither one can control it. And both of them, the two cops, Europeans and Americans, will find themselves in a situation all the resources but it doesn't work. So it's been a situation where corporations got together and made a plan to put everything in China and gut the U.S. economy so that the workers have no power. And Caucasians, being the people that they are, went along with it because they told Caucasians that the only people who are going to get hurt out of this is black people. They were showing Caucasians that they will still have jobs. And now, Caucasians are seeing that they're enslaved like black folks, and they've seen videos of them complaining how, you know, we're sorry. You know, black people are gonna rise up. You know, we gotta stay with black people. Because now they're beginning to see that their only hope is the same people who have been abusing for thousands of years. And who really has given them the power? Because Africa did give them the power. If you look at every war, from the Muslims, Africa helped them. And the minute that the Africans weren't helping anymore, the Muslims were off the map. Power gone. Now you see, what they did to Africa was bring all, well, not they, the Africans did it to themselves. Gave away their strength for a book. Not only one book, 2 books. The book that the Arabs gave them, they took their land. The book that the Christians gave them and took all the resources in their land. It looks like the situation is the same diaspora, as we call us now, that were removed, children of our forepeople, are gonna have to come back and save them. Because even with the opportunity that Africa has now, two crooked cops still got the Africans thinking that they can play the game with them. And Africa can't. more like these new resources that don't come out of the ground. This is a psych war. Made in China. And here in Barbados, I'm seeing about 10% of the automobiles on the road are electric vehicles. All Chinese. Jaguar, MG, and a host of others. BYD. Here I've seen three Teslas. Out of that, approximately 10%. Three. Anyway. The problem in Africa is the leadership. That can't, I mean, they have billions and billions in European banks in America. And they got loaded of suitcases around their compounds and still don't have enough. Until those resources are going into building hospitals and education, places that educate Africans. I'm not talking about educating Africans in useless professions. What some people are calling STEM. Technology and medicines, engineering, you know. But Africa is not going that way. Africa is going the same way that Black America went. Let me give you one statistic. In Sierra Leone, 90,000 abortions last year. Just think about it. And it's not only Sierra Leone. For years they've known that Bill Gates was poisoning the women in Africa. African men found the evidence. African scientists found the evidence. But the governments being paid, the government, the presidents and every African state being paid, allowed the murder to continue. And you can't call it murder now. This is like what the Nazis did and what the Zionists are doing. People heard the word Nazis and thought about these bad people, and the word Zionist does connotate the same thing. but they are the same, one and the same. The name changed, but people are the same. And I told you about these organizations. If you go back and look at my videos, I told you about these organizations, how they work, how throughout time, how they recruit, how they change the name to confuse situation. Go back and look at it. And other people, there's plenty of information around that shows you how it happened. And it's happening right in front of you, you're not seeing. It couldn't happen. If you go back a few years after the chief Nazi died, they called all of them to London. And they all had to go. Not one stayed home. So you understand what position Africa is in. Playing this game of good cop, bad cop. And they're pretending that they're playing the game, the resource game, the land resource game. Get the Congo. They got Congo trapped. And now he's saying, we'll give you all the resources if you stop the war. Huh? That was the plan all along. He wasn't on it. But anyway, I need you guys to start doing research. Time. This balloon is about to pop. And unless you're prepared, you're going to fall in the trap with the Africans. Because we are all headed back there. When a man controls your food, you're at his mercy. Remember that. For the time being, there's food in Africa and you're enjoying having everything that you want. But beware now. The story about the Israelis when they left Egypt. The one reason why they want to go back to Egypt in slavery is because of the food. In Egypt, we had food to eat, plenty. Peace.